Southfield Veterans Commission. We're here today at the Southfield Public Library in Southfield, Michigan. Today is January the 30th, 2008. We're sitting with Mr. Saul Arsht. He served in the Marines during the Korean War, 1951 through 52, and he achieved his highest rank of a sergeant. And this project is on behalf of the Veterans History Project for the Library of Congress. So, Mr. Arsht, could you just give us, could you pronounce your name and give us where you were born and your background information?
Saul P. Arsht, and I served until 53, 51 to 53. I was born in Hillsboro, Illinois. I grew up in nearby town of Litchfield, Illinois, until I was about 16 years old, when I moved to Detroit.
Okay. All right. Did you have any siblings that were in the service?
No, I didn't have any siblings in the service, no.
Okay. What was your parents' occupation?
My father was a merchant and a metal dealer.
Okay.
And my mother was a homemaker, as most mothers were at that time.
Right. Okay. What were you doing? Were you drafted or enlisted?
I was drafted.
Okay.
When I turned 18 in November of 1945, I had just started at Wayne State University. And I went down for my physical. The war, World War II had ended in August. So the war was over, but the draft was still in effect. And I was classified 1A, passed my physical, and the doctor looked me up and down and said, I think I weighed about 117 pounds. He says, I'm going to give you 6 months deferment to fatten up.
Oh, okay.
Well, at the end of 6 months, the draft had ended. They no longer required it. So the draft had ended, and I was finished. I graduated from Wayne in January of 1950. And worked for a while. Then I went back to school for a year. Then I was called up again in December of 1951. And after we were sworn in, they told everyone there, congratulations, you're all in the Marine Corps. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a cruel joke. Apparently, everyone who was drafted from Wayne County in November 1951 went to the Marine Corps. The Marines had suffered quite a few losses in Korea, and they also had been authorized to increase their numbers. So then we all were in, as I found out, we all were in the Marine Corps. And normally, everyone from this area went to Paris Island, South Carolina. But apparently they were crowded. We went instead to the Marine Corps Recruit Depot, which was a boot camp at San Diego, California. There were only 2 boot camps, Paris Island and San Diego, and we went to San Diego. It was a 4-day train trip to get there. It was the first time I had ever been in a Pullman car. So we sort of went in style.
That's pretty neat. Now, where were you sworn in at here in Detroit?
Sworn in Detroit, Michigan. It's on the 19th. December 19th. Downtown, at that time, which was the Federal Building. It is now the federal courthouse, but at that time it was the United States Federal Building. Yes.
Okay. And so you boarded a train, a 4-day trip to San Diego.
Yes, went from here to overnight train to St. Louis.
Right.
Changed, no, we didn't change trains. We had our own car.
Okay.
It was all, everyone from here. And then from, they switched us to another train that went through Missouri, Oklahoma, to Texas. And by the time we got to Texas, the entire train was military.
Wow. Wow.
And it took an entire day to go across Texas.
It's a big state.
And we came on the third day. We got to Los Angeles, and we in the evening then we were put on another Pullman car, and from there was a short trip to San Diego.
Okay.
And they just put us on the siding. We got there early in the morning, put us on the siding, and they let us sleep.
Okay.
Didn't bother us. They were just, car was sitting there. About 6 o'clock in the morning, here comes a bus.
Wow.
Got off the bus, and took us to the recruit depot.
Okay. Okay. And what was the once you got to the recruit depot that you initially start? What did you do? You were assigned barracks or?
Oh yes, we well, first week is what they call orientation. You get your uniforms and so forth. The entire training period was 12 weeks total. Okay. And you weren't, unlike the other services, you were not allowed to set foot outside the camp until you were over with, until you were done.
12 weeks.
And while we were at the beginning of the, there was a mixture of enlistees, of course, and draftees, and most of the people, I'd say, in our platoon, most of them were draftees. And when they started complaining, you know, the drill instructor would say, "Well, you joined up. You asked for this. You joined up." And everyone says, "No, no, no. We didn't join up. We were drafted." And he corrected us. They had the drill instructors had an answer for everything. They said, "No, you weren't drafted. You were selected, and you should be honored that you were selected by the Marine Corps." Well, at the time, that didn't go over real good, but it happened. Now, they gave us aptitude tests. And apparently, one of the tests was a Morse code test to be a radio operator. And apparently, I did quite well on that because after boot camp, I was assigned to the Air Wing. I was assigned to the 1st Marine Air Wing, which was a part of the 1st Marine Division. Every division has their own Air Wing. And after a 10-day leave, I reported to Marine Corps Air Station, the El Toro Marine Corps Air Station at Santa Ana, California.
Well, that's sort of, what was training like? You know, once you got orientation, you got your barracks and your sheets and uniform, what was training like?
Well, in the Marine Corps, they want to mold you in the way you should be. And that means they have to I'm trying to find the right description. They have to, in a way, destroy you as an individual. There's no individuals allowed. You're part of a team. So to be part of